How do you shape the golf ball? If I had a pound for everybody that asked, how do I hit a draw, I wouldn't be standing here now. It seems to be the holy grail of golf shots, especially in the amateur world. So I'm going to show you how to hit a draw. And then for those of you who are lucky enough to be able to hit a draw, I'm going to teach you how to hit a fade as well. Weird how all the male professionals want to hit fades and all the amateurs want to hit draws. So I'm going to show you both. I'm a football fan, so I like to visualise taking a free kick or a corner, like an in-swinging corner. So what you'd do, you'd come at the ball from the inside. You're trying to hit this part. If you're playing football, you'd come from the inside and then you just turn the toe as you kicked it to get that Beckham-esque free kick. That's what I always visualise. It's something that I've watched a lot on TV. Most of you might have played football as a kid, that type of feeling. So instead of the foot doing it, the club's doing it, and that's the visualization of your path. Now you always need to start the ball out to the right with a draw. It's got to start out right and come to the left. If you're left-handed, it starts out left and comes to the right. It's not starting straight and going left. So you need to aim slightly to the right with your feet and your club face. As you come down to the ball, in order to get that inside path, I always like to feel like my right shoulder, which is my back shoulder, stays behind me in the downswing, not out in front. You see how it's in front of my body? This one's behind me in the downswing. And then that feeling of coming in and then clicking the toe over, come in and feel the toe release over. Great way to imagine it is when you were a kid at school or watching the Olympics and you watch the discus throwers. They kind of go that way and it's going to go out to the right, but then what they do is they pull their body and turn their body round to the left. That feeling there. The releasing of the club head with the body and the arms. You've not released the club head there, it's pointing to the sky. You've released the hands, but not the body. So it's about matching everything together. So aim a touch to the right, feel the right shoulder stays behind, and imagine that David Beckham free kick. You can see that nice high right to left shape. Now I've shown you how to do it. Trackman's going to explain why. To hit a draw, you need an in to out path. So that was that feeling of that right shoulder staying behind me. Face angle is open, like Trackman's been proving. You need to start the ball to the right. The face to path is closed though. Okay, so that's why we all thought that we hit it with a closed club face, only to the path. So if you look at these lines, everything's starting right, and then the ball will just curl in because that club face, you can feel it, like you do in the free kick, just turning it over. So that is how and why you hit a draw. Now I'm going to talk to you how to hit a fade. Now I always feel a fade for me is more of an arm swing in the downswing, and the draw is more of a body swing. It's probably why you lot all hit fades, okay? So you are a bit too armsy. So this one, you probably already know how to hit. In terms of a fade, it's got to start left of target. Start left and come round to the right if you are a right-hander. I visualise the club travelling to the outside of the ball rather than the inside and coming across. So I've got to aim left to start with. Club face feels a bit left as well. And then I feel like the club is always kind of outside my body. It's outside the line of my body, it's not behind me. And as it comes down, it stays outside. This right shoulder stays a bit in front of the body, and I swing across myself. And I never feel like I release the club head. So normally I like to feel like I'm doing that. But when I'm hitting a fade, I feel like I hold it off. I just imagine Alex Noren. That is my swing thought for hitting a fade. What does he do? Well, you know, he does all this. So that's what I visualise. So we start aiming everything a touch left, feeling like the hands travel outside the body, and we just hold it off with the club face. I have to work so hard to hit fades. It's not something that I am used to doing. So I've told you how I try and hit a fade. Let's go and have a look at the Trackman numbers to see why it faded. Club path, out to in. So the club was travelling out here and across. I always imagine Roberto Carlos and his free kicks. So I was coming from the outside, cutting across it. Face angle. It's a little bit left, so it's a little bit close. But that means it's aiming left of the target. That's what gets the ball starting left of target, for then to fade to the right, because it's open to the path, so it's aiming right of the path. So you can see the club path in blue, and then the direction of the face and ball in white and red. So you're getting that movement there. So that was a quick video on how to draw and fade the ball. Now you're always going to be better at one. So play that one more, be more comfortable with that, but it's good to know how to hit the other. So for me, if I've got to go left to right round a tree or to a right pin, I know that I can play it, but I'm not as comfortable at doing it. But that's okay, this is all a learning experience. So I hope this video has helped you. Thank you very much for watching, and keep watching.